Now, here's the MLBbro TV show, the best from MLBbro.com with Rob Parker. Let's go.
Sponsored by Hidden Soul. For the most exclusive kicks on the planet, go to hiddensoul.com. Welcome to the weekend. There were so many great stories on MLBbro.com this past week. In case you missed some, we'll take a look back. Let's start here. Malik Wright was live on tape at the ballpark, and he talked with Twins All-Star center fielder Byron Buxton.
All right, so 7 years, $100 million. How big was it for you to lock in Minnesota before the start of the season?
Just for me, it was more of a family decision. You know, my family and I are happy here. It's where the team that drafted me, so my heart is here. And just to be able to make this place home for me takes a lot of pressure off and just allows you to go out there and play baseball and try to get a ring to Minnesota.
All right, now you have one of the longest streaks going between hitting a home run and grounding out into a double play. We know about your speed, 5-tool player, but what do you feel you best bring to the game?
Probably defense. I take that very seriously. You know, growing up, they always said defense wins championships, and defensively, it's just something where I don't like no balls falling out there in the outfield. So it's one of those where you go out there each and every day and try to be the best.
On Black in the Day, Mark Gray takes a look at the fabulous career of Bo Jackson, the two-sport star.
Vincent Edward Bo Jackson may have been the greatest athlete in the 21st century, an unbelievable talent with athleticism comparable to a Marvel superhero. Jackson's legend played out in football and baseball. A two-time All-American, Jackson is the only running back in Auburn history to rush for more than 4,000 yards and score 45 touchdowns. He also led it in baseball, where he finished with a career batting average of .335. In 1985, Jackson rushed for 1,786 yards and 17 touchdowns for the Tigers to earn the Heisman Trophy in what was, at the time, the closest vote in the award's history. He was selected with the top pick of the 1986 NFL Draft by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but decided to play baseball for the Kansas City Royals, who had just won the World Series. Jackson played just 53 games in the minors before getting the call to debut with the Royals in 1986.
This week's homeboy was Yankee outfielder Aaron Hicks. Yep, he's swinging a hot bat. Coming into Sunday night's finale against the Red Sox in Boston, Aaron Hicks has a 5-game hitting streak. He's batting .500 during that span with 8 hits in 16 at-bats. During his hot streak, Aaron Hicks has also displayed big-time power with 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, and he scored 7 runs. On Wednesday in Pittsburgh, Aaron Hicks helped the Yankees pile it on with a grand slam home run. New York won the game 16-0. Hicks's hot streak has allowed the Yankees to continue to win at a record pace. Coming into Sunday, he's upped his season average to .241 with 6 home runs and 26 runs batted in. That's why Aaron Hicks is this week's homeboy.
What's good, baby bros, bro bombers, and bro show ballers? This is the Gambler with the pushback on MLBbro.com. Who said MLB isn't doing enough to increase minority participation, especially at the grassroots level? The 2022 Hank Aaron Invitational is set to launch later this month as a nearly 2-week development and training experience for more than 200 amateur baseball student athletes ages 13 through 18 from diverse backgrounds across the United States and Puerto Rico. Here's what you should know. Throughout the 2 weeks, appearances by Hall of Famers such as Ken Griffey Jr. and former All-Stars like Eric Davis and figures tied to the history of the sport will be a part of the Hank Aaron Invitational to complement the nearly 36 former major and minor leaguers who will serve as instructors throughout the 2 weeks of the event.
Nick Hamilton was live on tape at the ballpark with Dodgers outfielder Trace Thompson.
I mean, just As far as being back, it's pretty surreal. I never envisioned this. I always knew that I could get back to the big leagues and kind of reestablish myself. But to do it in a Dodger uniform, it's something that I never envisioned, and it's an extreme blessing. But I'm just trying to, at the end of the day, it's still baseball. Just got to go out there and play and make the most of each opportunity to help this team win games. As far as guys, connecting with some newer guys, David Price has been awesome for me. And just talking to him, and I know everything that he's accomplished in this game. Cy Young winner, World Series champion, multiple-time All-Star. Just being around him and his presence and his attitude towards the game has been pretty cool to witness. And then guys like Trey, who I've never played with, Mookie, Freddie, all the newer guys that weren't here when I was originally here. Witnessing their process and stuff like that. It doesn't just help me. I think it helps the entire team, the entire organization, really. So it's been pretty cool.
That's our show for this week. I'm Rob Parker. We'll see you again next weekend. And all week long, check in on MLBbro.com for the best coverage of black and brown major league.